This is power. Hello everybody, it's Dan Southworth here, the voice behind Virgil in Devil May Cry 5. And first off, huge congratulations on the launch of the collaboration between Punishing Gray Raven and Devil May Cry 5. I've heard that Punishing Gray Raven has brought back Virgil's iconic moves like the Judgment Cut and the Yamato combos. So, can't wait to see your gameplay videos packed with power. Wishing all of you an incredibly enjoyable time during this collaboration. Let's go. It begins.
All right, hey there, this is Ruben Langdon, voice actor of Dante in the Devil May Cry franchise, and a big congrats to the start of a new collaboration between Punishing Gray Raven and Devil May Cry 5. I'm thrilled to be back voicing Dante again, super glad that this collaboration is happening, and as you know, Dante has quite the history with his brother Virgil, and they're crossing paths again in this new world. So, can't wait to see what kind of exciting stories come about and unfold this time. And as always, a big, huge thanks for the fans for all their support and love over these years for the Devil May Cry franchise. And here's to the success of this new collaboration. Jackpot!
Alright boys, so I think it's safe to say that Punishing Gray Raven in a lot of people's eyes have went from undesirable to undeniable. As you guys just witnessed, the original English voice actors for Dante and Virgil for DMC5 just finished their heartfelt message to the community talking about how excited they are about the crossover between Punishing Gray Raven and Devil May Cry 5. This crossover is definitely one of the most passion-driven, high-quality, accurate, and dedicated crossovers I have ever seen from any gacha game by far. None of them even come close. There isn't a game that went out of their way to put almost every move the crossover characters had into their own game. A game where the passion oozes from the crossover to the point you could tell Devil May Cry is the company's favorite and biggest inspiration for their own game. That this carefully picked crossover was specifically acquired because their game is curated to best service the justice said crossover characters deserve. And just as a little side note and snippet into the video, I am 100% sure that Ruben is absolutely enjoying being able to voice as Dante once more. From my understanding, I don't think Ruben voiced for Dante in the anime. I'm pretty sure it was Nero's voice actor. And from my understanding, I also know that Ruben didn't voice Dante in Peak of Combat. I also have an understanding that he was not contacted at all whenever it came to potential talks about a DMC6 being made. So I am almost 100% positively sure that Ruben is absolutely stoked to be able to be Dante again and to interact with his brother Virgil. I am really glad that Kurogames went out of their way to give him this opportunity to be able to embody that devil hunting bro once more. And as we all know, we love Dante, we love ourselves some Ruben as well, so thank you Kurogames for that. But getting back to the other points. Punishing Gray Raven has done nothing but improve since I returned to it. Patch after patch, I've been genuinely enjoying myself, and I can't get over how generous the game is, and how you are guaranteed to get every single event character since there is only a 100% chance to get the featured character. No 50-50, no 70-30, none of that. Just a 100% rate up for the character. Not only that, but the crossover improves on this. Not only are your pulls discounted for the verse 50, but you get another copy of the brother you pull for free. It makes it even easier to make Dante and Virgil even stronger. And speaking of Dante and Virgil, the accuracy in which they are given in Punishing Gray Raven is absolutely insane. They have 90% of the movesets they have from Devil May Cry 5. They even showcased the motivated Yamato combo practically in full, and they didn't even need to go that far. The different style stances for Dante, the English voice lines sounding so amazingly well done, the quality of the character models, their personalities, and giving us the dream matches of Virgil versus Alpha. Kurogames is giving us everything we want and need from this crossover. Punishing Gray Raven has been overlooked very often, dismissed by people who never actually went out of their way to give the game a real chance, whether it be because of the slow story in the beginning or the vomit-inducing menu UI. This game is more than those things. You are not forced to sit through any story you don't like. You can skip them and get straight to the gameplay. You are not obligated to try and figure out anything on the menu by yourself. You can ask for help. The game in itself is extremely fun, extremely challenging at times, and building characters is an absolute breeze. They give you so much of its stamina system that it feels like you don't have a stamina system at all. They could remove the stamina system altogether and Punishing Gray Raven wouldn't change a bit. Now, I don't play gacha games very often. Gacha games are at the bottom of the barrel in priority when it comes to my gaming hobby. I'm a Baldur's Gate fan, an Elder Scrolls fan, an MMO fan, a Mass Effect fan, a FromSoft fan. I play these games every day, but Punishing Gray Raven and Wuthering Waves are the only two gachas I can say with confidence I play almost consistently. This crossover proved to me that there is a passionate soul within the team that works on PGR for Kurogames, and I hope that that never changes. It would be disingenuous for people to continue to overlook Punishing Gray Raven, to look past it, to downplay it, to undermine it, to treat it as a lesser game. As someone who focuses on games that don't have gacha mechanics as its main revenue practices, I suggest giving Punishing Gray Raven a genuine chance. The combat is surprisingly more in-depth for the advanced characters than you may think. The combat can be so brutally hard to the point FromSoft games are a cakewalk, or so piss easy you could literally beat levels while you're on the toilet with one hand. Kurogames needs to bring the same level of passion and dedication to the source material to the Wuthering Waves X Edgerunners crossover as they did with PGR. Kurogames just put all future crossovers for other gacha games on notice. They've practically ruined crossovers with how good their DMC X PGR crossover is so far and will be on release. They need to bring this level of love to Wuthering Waves. Because if they don't, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's about time that we start rioting and really make Kurogames EOS. But anyways, tell me what you guys think. How well do you feel the crossover is gonna do, and how well do you think it looks so far? Let me know in the comments below and we can discuss. But anyways, I want you all to take care and peace.